St. Petersburg, Russia, 1917. He walked quickly down the narrow staircase, hand pressed against the cold wall to steady himself. On the last 2 steps, his foot slipped, and he went careening forward, catching himself just before falling. His hands trembled as he straightened and rushed into the next room. Glancing over his shoulder nervously, he ducked behind the counter and pulled back the rug upon which he'd spent countless hours standing. Beneath it, the wood panels showed only the slightest variation from the rest, expertly hidden, the attention to detail, his most defining characteristic. Slipping his fingertip beneath a slat of wood, he wiggled and pried until it released. The entire panel now sprung loose. He stared into the black space below and drew in a shaky breath. Lowering to his knees, he winced at the pain that nipped his joints and reached his arm down into the hole. It was cool inside, but dry. He had made sure that the climate of this hidden space was perfect. His fingers brushed the metal box, and he wrapped his hand around it, pulling it up, then quickly replacing the floor panels so that it would be hidden to the untrained eye. Covering the floor with the rug, he pushed to his feet, wishing that his back and knees would better cooperate. "Did you get it?" He gasped and spun around, still clutching the metal box between his hands. He looked in her eyes for a long moment, 1,000 needs and instructions swirling through his mind. "Yes," he answered quietly. Outside, a loud bang caused both of them to jump. She put her hand to her chest while he gripped the box even tighter. "Not here," she whispered. "No." He jutted his chin toward the room in the back, and the two ducked behind the curtain. They slid through the shadows until they reached the small desk next to the wall that faced the alley. "Dust and shadows," she murmured as they tucked themselves beneath the window. "I'm sorry." "It's nothing," she replied. He set the box on the table and pulled a handkerchief from his pocket, mopping at his brow while she watched with tender eyes. He tucked the handkerchief back into his pocket with shaking hands, then slowly reached forward and unlocked the clasp on the box. Opening the top, he turned it toward the thin stream of light coming from the upper window. She drew in a long breath and let it out slowly.